Hello, I am the Excremental, and I was taking a shit when I thought to myself, if you throw enough mud at the wall, eventually some will stick. Now, if you understand this old English proverb, then you might know what I'm about to say, and you'll know which of its two meanings at which I refer. For those of you who are not familiar with this phrase, it means that if enough, perhaps false or reckless accusations are made against a person, his reputation will suffer, whether this is deserved or not. Now, the entirety of the social justice movement and every single event, person, character, argument, comment, picture, shit, even memes that have been created in support of it would do itself a great service to learn this proverb, to study it and deeply understand how it applies to them. The truth is, however, that should one ever attempt to indicate a flaw or any of the logical fallacies in the social justice agenda, you will just be shouted down with regurgitated mantras such as mansplaining or simply being called a bigot or misogynist. It is akin to the religious infinite regression argument that Professor Dawkins highlights in his bestseller The God Delusion, whereby any criticism of their movement is quickly OP'd with ad hominem accusations, hostility, belligerence, and cyclical arguing. Cyclical argument is the infantile method that many of us employed when we were children and wanted to annoy one of our friends or siblings by, simply not listening. Instead of blanking the other person, you would simply answer everything they say with either a direct insult or a repetitive question like, why? And you would play this card until the other person literally ran out of things to say or
Why?
patience and gave up, thus leaving you alone and
Why?
you taking the credit of winning the debate.
Why?
This is one of the logical fallacies of social justice warriors. They believe that by being an ignorant fucking arsehole and using their many mantras to bore their opponents into submission, that they have won the argument, and whatever their original point was thus becomes canonical. It is only when you have it explained to you that way that you begin to realise that it doesn't make any goddamn fucking sense. And maybe the clear majority of social justice is, in fact, bovine excrement. This is perfectly highlighted by wannabe games critic and clear and blatant skank Anita Sarkeesian when she boldly sits on a feminist chat show and quotes, "Everything is sexist, everything is racist, and you have to point it all out." Well, Anita, no you do not, because it might very well be the notion of pointing something out as offensive that turns an otherwise inoffensive entity or comment into something of an insult, you crazy fucking ignoramus. Unfortunately, these evasive tactics that are being tacitly employed all across the Western world by feminists, race baiters, and virtue signalling cucks attempting to bulldoze their way into the mainstream in hope that one day they might become household names, where every visualization of them is a glowing, genderless god or goddess atop a stunning white steed. Correction. A non-colour defined steed with rays of sunshine permanently radiating sunlight across the globe and raining down virtuous horseshit upon all those beneath you, because all they want is to be seen as better than you. It is a delusion of grandeur, and the reason they will not entertain a single contradiction or conflicting point of view is because they know they cannot win a genuine debate. Everything they say is the truth, and the truth is in everything they say. It is a sad time in this world when we are in a position where defending fascism is the perceived road to enlightenment.
Why?